Hey, this is Patrick. Welcome to Tokyo Terminal Diary number 2. Thanks to everyone who watched yesterday, and special thanks to people who've left comments. Mr. Jon Snow left a very nice write-up of the first episode, so here I am again, trying to keep the momentum going. So, today is Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2011. It's, I think, about 4:55 in the afternoon. It's raining, the weather is crap. And I've had a very strange day already. A lot of exciting things have happened. No one's given me any chocolate, though. No chocolate, nothing even vaguely romantic has happened. Except for at one point today, the director of OTAKU-VERSE ZERO did give me a coupon for a free coffee at any participating McDonald's in Japan. So thank you, Sugi-san. I'll remember you on White Day. That's for real sure. Okay, so what's going on? I've been kind of struggling with like a level 2 hangover all day, to be quite honest with you. That's because last night Matt Alt and a few other friends, we met up at Craft Heads, which is a craft beer bar in Shibuya. And things got pretty heavy when one of the high rollers there, Andy, broke into the Old Potrero malt whiskey. And here's a photo of Matt Alt being the Genki white boy. I don't know how he's feeling today, but, you know, I've been kind of just in need of a little bit of pain relief. And nevertheless, I did have meetings. I had to get up out of bed and just rush straight to Nishi Shinjuku for a meeting with Capcom. And along the way, I was just waltzing through, you know, the packs of homeless people and salarymen and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, I bumped into Koichi Ohara. Koichi Ohara is the director of MD Geist, Genocyber. He's the guy who designed the Gunbuster. He's just a really amazing, talented guy, and I think it's really depressing when people try to talk trash about MD Geist and his other works, because they're great. They're absolutely great. And if you say you don't like Koichi Ohara, I take it like your taste is in your ass. But anyway, I talked to Ohara a little bit. He was on his way. We were, you know, kind of like going in different directions. And I did what you normally do when you kind of meet creative people. You ask them if you've seen any interesting movies lately, and he said he saw Tron Legacy, and he thought the design was interesting, but the story, you know, then we went on our merry way. So good to see Ohara. Hope to catch up with him before I go back to the States. And I'm shedding a little tear now just even thinking about leaving Japan again, but eventually it'll happen. So I went to Capcom there, their Tokyo branch. I can't really say why, but I did get a chance to hang out a little bit and shoot some HD video in the lobby. And I'll put that up as a hot tear of shame real soon. Hopefully, just right after this, I'll start processing the video. It shouldn't take more than a couple hours. I was, you know, wanted to meet Balrog, ask him to sing the "Punch in My Way All Through My Life" song. I wanted to meet Ken, ask him why his foot sweep is so cheap. My friend Mad K works at Capcom, and you know, running this theme of like girls not giving me chocolate, but like guys giving me stuff, which was something that happened with the McDonald's coupon. Mad K had prepared a bouquet of Capcom gifts for me. They included not one, but 2 copies of the Street Fighter Image comic. Very nice. I guess I'll be reading these on the flight home or something like that. I don't know. A really, really gorgeous Street Fighter illustration book with lots of gorgeous pictures of fat guys eating popcorn. Sakura. Let's see if I can find... Okay, yeah, this is pretty good. All my favorites. Dalsim, my absolute favorite Street Fighter character. No Raul Julia, sadly. And last but not least, a 300-piece Street Fighter puzzle, which I will give to Danny Ruggles Tanner III, because no one loves puzzles more than he. So that was my meeting at Capcom. Afterwards, I had some downtime. I didn't have another meeting until 2 o'clock, so I said, what can I do? Pictures of you always make me cry, so I decided to go to Harajuku and just kill some time and walk around. Maybe think about, you know, buying some engineer boots or something like that, but didn't happen. But I did go to La Forêt, kind of one of the real landmark fashion shopping malls there in Harajuku. And they have a gallery space in La Forêt. Actually, they're kind of famous for combining gallery spaces with shopping malls. And they had an exhibit of Itasha, you know, anime decked out cars in the lobby. And here's a picture. Here's some of the works on display in the gallery. And, you know, I think, as you might have figured out, I have fairly complicated feelings about when, you know, like, artists take stuff from like Japanese pop culture or subculture and kind of put it in a gallery context. I think it's lame, but no one was really paying attention to it anyway, so that's okay. Then I walked around Cat Street. Things were kind of low-key. I guess they probably had a very wild weekend in Harajuku. So it's like a Monday, not much going on. I did find this new clothing store that was just opening called Rocker and Hooker, which is a brilliant name for, well, just about anything, really. But I wanted to go inside. I wanted to buy a rocker and a hooker, but they hadn't opened yet. There was a dude just dressed like, I don't know, like a Cirque du Soleil clown was setting up shop outside, and I didn't want to linger, so I moved on my merry way to Shibuya and went to Tower Records, didn't buy anything, just checking stuff out. And then I went to my meeting. I had my 2 o'clock meeting, and I made it there on time. And that was a meeting with Mr. Hisashi Oguchi, who is, I guess, an editor at this company called Takarajima WonderNet. Takarajima is like one of the old classic Japanese subculture magazines, like a Rolling Stone or something like that. For those of you who know who Tomohiro Machiyama is, who I've worked with very closely in the past, he used to be an editor at Takarajima. And Oguchi is... he's an editor, but he also helps develop novels that they publish, helps develop them for other media. And his current big project right now is this thing called Ura Enma. Ura Enma is a novel. It's the winner of the Golden Elephant Award. I guess people from 150 different countries have sent in like novel submissions. And it came down to 2. And number 1, they're going to publish the 2 novels, but the one that is coming out first is Ura Enma here, which I guess is coming out on March 4th. Okay, so fun facts about Ura Enma. Historical fantasy about a dude, probably around this, like the Sengoku era, I think. One of the Shinsengumi guys gets wounded and sort of makes a dirty deal with a demonic tattoo artist to give him this tattoo that makes him immortal. And I haven't read the novel. I'm going to get hooked up with it at some point. It sounds very interesting. I will definitely check it out. And simultaneous release in 4 different countries. I think they're doing China, Korea, and the US. They'll be publishing it on Kindle. So I met with Oguchi-san, and he's a very cool dude. Never met him before, and it turns out he went to college in Philadelphia. So we talked about all the cheesesteaks he ate when he was in college and how painful it was to go back there a few months ago and try to eat another one. And, that was just really, really painful for him. We talked a little bit about the Japanese publishing industry. He claims that that ebooks in Japan have actually helped sales of actual books by as much as 10%. People get the ebook and then they check it out and they go, hey, this is pretty good. I'd like to have a more permanent version of it. So I don't know how that's working out in America, but over here, it's good news for the publishing industry. Although, according to him, there's still some very big problems going on with regards to sales channels. Every publisher seems to have their own like weird ebook distribution system that, it's kind of difficult for people to, they're only going to promote their own works, right? And also setting up new contracts for authors and, e-publishing rights have to be figured out, and everyone's kind of blazing the trail right now. But the good news is sales of, books are up. So let's hope for big things for Ura Enma, which is coming out in the US. So I don't know. Is that it? Is there anything else to talk about? I think it's kind of, weather's kind of crummy outside, but I got nothing else going on for the evening. I might go to Shinjuku and get some ramen. Tomorrow I'm hanging out with Yoshiki Takahashi. Some of you may know him as an incredible graphic designer for Egihiho magazine, for Movie Treasures. He designed the incredible Kill Bill poster, the mock-up that he did for the magazine that Tarantino actually does proudly hang on his wall. And Yoshiki Takahashi is now the screenwriter of Sono Shion's new film Cold Fish, which is doing amazing business here in Japan. And it's actually kind of astonishing. I walked by the theater playing it. It's playing at one theater in Shinjuku, and there's people milling about and that sort of thing. And I'm going to watch the movie tomorrow night with Yoshiki, so I'm really excited about seeing Cold Fish. And but tonight I'll probably just wander the streets like another lost soul in search of food, folks, and fun. And that's it. Tokyo Terminal Diary number 2. Leave your questions, comments, encouragements, anything. If you know any cheap places I can get some engineer boots, that would be cool. But we'll see you next time. Okay, thanks. Happy Valentine's Day.